Today I'm going to be trying out the Dyson Airstrait on my natural hair for the first time. I bought this product about 2 days ago from Amazon. It was $499, but I always justify the cost of all of my tools and appliances by saying that I do everything myself. I do my hair all on my own, even my trims. I have not been to a salon in over 2 years, so I say that I am not spending money, I'm saving money. So that is my story for buying all these hair appliances. Currently, I use the Shark Flex style and I really like that, but I think that it takes a certain amount of skill to get your hair straight with a round brush or any type of brush product. So I thought that if I got something that was similarly shaped to a flat iron, it might be a bit easier. I also have the Revair, and I've had that one for like 7 years, and I find that it just tangles up my hair, so I'll probably end up selling that one. So this will be my first time trying out the Airstrait. I have not seen too many videos of people with my hair type use the Airstrait, so I'm excited to see how my hair turns out. I did see the advertisement for the Airstrait last year, and they used it on natural black hair and it like did nothing, so I hope that it's not the case with my hair. I just washed my hair yesterday and then I slept with conditioner in my hair for 12 hours. I don't usually do that, but I was like tired last night, so I didn't get a chance to rinse it out until this morning. But this is my natural hair, completely natural. The only thing that I've done to my hair is dye the front parts black because I have a few gray hairs, and then I might have a little bit of bleaching left over from 2 years ago when I got my hair highlighted, but most of that is gone now. So most of my hair is completely natural without any chemicals on it except for the hair dye. So I have multiple textures of hair. Like the front is like this. It's not really curly because it doesn't really curl into like a spiral unless I force it to with some type of brush or some type of manipulation with my finger. And then the back is like similar to the front. And then the center of my hair is very, very coarse and dry. So that is the hardest part to straighten. So I'm interested to see how this Dyson Airstrait will work on that part of my hair. The products that I've already used last night were the Hydro Rush shampoo from Amika, and then I slept with the Hydro Rush Intense Moisture Mask on my hair overnight. I'm going to be using this Amika the Wizard silicone-free detangling primer. It's also heat protectant up to 450 degrees, and the Airstrait says that it does not cause heat damage, but I'm going to use this at least for some detangling and extra conditioning on my hair. I'm using this unbrush to detangle my hair. This has been like the best brush ever to detangle hair. It just glides right through, and if you hit a snag, just keep on going through it and it will get the tangles out. I haven't had a tangle for the past year since I bought this. Well, you know, I haven't had trouble detangling my hair for the past year since I bought this. Okay, so here's that much coarser section of my hair that I was talking about. So it's pretty hard to comb through. It's very thick right here. It's always been the hardest section of my hair to straighten, and it's very different from the rest of my hair. I think a lot of people's middle section is like that too. Okay, I have my hair into 4 different sections and I'm ready to try this thing out. It did not come with very detailed instructions. It came with a quick start guide, and then they say to download the app for more instructions and styling tips. I did do that, but I didn't feel like going through the whole thing. So I should be able to figure this out. You know, it couldn't be that hard. I know that it said to at least rough dry your roots if you're going from wet to straight, and you push this little button to open it up. Obviously, I know this one is the power on, so I'm going to use that to turn it on. And it's not turning on because it already like tripped my thing here. So it must be a pretty powerful tool because it already messed up the plug. Okay, now it should work. Power on, and it has a little LCD screen, tiny little LCD screen. And it's telling me to choose between wet or dry, I suppose. These little stars must mean dry, and then the little water drop must mean wet. So it's like, pick one. Okay, I'm gonna pick wet because my hair is wet. And then it wants for me to choose between Celsius and Fahrenheit. I want Fahrenheit, of course, and now it says to turn on the power. Okay, and then it started cleaning itself. The directions did say that it self-cleans. And I don't know what to do next. I don't know if it's heating up or something because it has a little pause button, and it looks like it's going to go up to 285 degrees Fahrenheit. And now it's making sounds again. So I guess it's ready. But I'm gonna press a few more buttons and see what they... You keep starting and stopping. Okay, so this little red button is to change the temperature. So it goes from 175 degrees Fahrenheit to 230 degrees Fahrenheit and all the way up to 285 degrees Fahrenheit. So that's what I'm going to want to use. And then this little tiny fan button is to switch between low power and high power. I'm going to use high power. And it says it's on high, but you push it again to choose lower power or lower fan speed, higher fan speed. Okay. All right. So I guess it's ready because it's not cutting on and off anymore. Yes, it is. I don't know. Okay. Maybe this is something that it does to reheat itself. Maybe I should have read the instructions, but it shouldn't be that hard. Okay. So I'm going to rough dry my roots. It said to use it closed to rough dry your roots. So I'm going to do that, and apparently when you close it up, it goes on to a higher power. So, or it starts blowing a little bit harder. For 285 degrees, that's pretty hot. And it's really, really strong. Also, I'm gonna keep track of the time. Right now it is 12:23 p.m. and usually it takes me about 40 minutes to blow dry my hair from wet to dry with my Shark Flex style. So I'm hoping that it will take less time, but of course it's gonna take a little bit of learning this time. So I'm gonna start my stopwatch. Alright, I think my roots are dry enough, so I'm going to go ahead and do the process. I think I need to read the instructions. Okay, I did need to look at the app and watch a couple of short videos to know that this little air venting blow dry part needs to be pointing down when you are going through your hair, so I'm going to start over. The videos were 2 minutes long and pretty simple, The first one didn't have any words. It was just showing pictures of the stuff that I already had done. So I shut this off. I'm going to turn it back on again. This is ready. And I'm going to do my first section. Oh, wow. So loud. Okay, it actually got my hair like really straight. Wow. I'm super surprised. Okay. And it's dry. It's mostly dry. I need to do the roots a little bit more, but the hair, that was just the first section. So I'm really interested to see how the rest of my hair is going to work, and that didn't even take very long. So if I compare this to the Rev Air, which uses some tension and it's like a vacuum cleaner for your hair, it took me forever to dry a small section. I had to hold it onto my hair for about 90 seconds. This took so much less time than that. So I'm really impressed so far. Well, let's finish the whole head or do another section. This section is going to be a little bit bigger just because I pulled out the bigger section, and I'm going to detangle it again just to make sure, because there are no grips on this. When I try to talk, but there are no grips on the Airstrait. So you need to make sure that your hair is detangled, because there's like no comb or anything on there to help grip the hair and detangle it as you go. So, but you can also use the chase method, I suppose, by using the tension of a hairbrush or a comb to make sure that the hair is tight and to make sure that it's getting detangled. I'm just going to try it again without all that. Okay, here's the second section, which is a little bit thicker than the very bottom part of my hair, and it is mostly dry with just one pass. I think I missed a little section right here because it's still kind of wavy, so I'm going to go over it one more time. The video did say to go over it as many times as you need it to get your hair dry, so I'm going to do it again. That's the second section. I'm super impressed. It really just blow dried my hair in 2 passes. 1 pass for the very bottom, probably because I used a thinner section of hair, and 2 passes for this one. And like the ends don't even look too bad. They're not super frizzy. It might be worth $500. Let's keep on going. And I'm going to use a comb, or I'm going to use this thing to hold my hair tight and kind of detangle it as I go down with the Dyson. This thing is super hot for 285 degrees, and to think that usually when I use a flat iron, I flat iron my hair at like 450. So okay, I was in a hurry, so I did that all wrong. I should have been holding this tension brush from this end. I was holding it right here. So it has these little metal things on here, and they get pretty hot, obviously, with the air blowing on it. So I'm going to do that one more time, even though I think that section got pretty dry and straight enough too. But I'll just do it again with this tension brush. So far my hair looks better than when I blow dry it with my Shark Flex style and when I'm trying to use the round brush, and it's taking so much less effort and so much less skill, because when you're using a round brush, like, you have to wrap the hair around it and like use your wrist a little bit, but with this it's just one simple motion, just like flat ironing your hair. You just go straight down. So I'm going to keep on going without talking. But this is what I have so far, and I've got 3 other sections to do, and right now the time is at 13 minutes, but I did watch like 3 minutes of the videos, and then I've been stopping and talking. So now I'm just going to keep on going without talking and see how long it's going to take me to finish the rest of my hair. Alright, now it's the moment of truth, because this is the coarsest section of my hair, and I'm going to see how straight does it get this section. Oh. Okay, this is with one pass. It's still a little bit wavy in some sections, and I chose not to use my tension brush because these little metal plates are getting really hot and it's kind of burning my hands. So I'm not going to use that. Plus that I have to pick it up and put it down between blow drying my roots. So if I just want to blow dry my roots and then go through with the Airstrait flat ironing process, then it's only one step versus holding the, blow drying my roots and then putting this onto my hair and then doing the closure on the Airstrait. So I'm just going to do it with my hands and see how that turns out. Pretty good. Now for the rest of my coarse section. And with this section, I really want to make sure that it's completely detangled so that there are no snags or fairy knots forming in there. So this section, you can still see that it's pretty textured because that is the most textured part of my hair, and the only way to get it as smooth as the rest of my hair is to use a flat iron. But that defeats the purpose. I just want to blow dry my hair. So this is actually really good enough. It's similar to using a round brush in my Shark Flex style, which takes so much more effort. I'm gonna go over it just one more time to see how straight it can get. Okay, that's about as straight as it's gonna get. Also, with this section of my hair, my ends are really raggedy because it's just like the hardest part of my hair to manage, and it gets really tangled, so I do have a lot of breakage in this section. So I'll probably have to trim my ends in that section. Let's just keep going. Okay, no more talking, really. Let me see how much I can get done without talking. Last section. This is the finished product. It took me exactly 1 hour, but that does include me stopping to watch the videos on how to use it and also me stopping to talk in this video. So I would subtract at least about 15 minutes from that time and say that it took me about 45 minutes to actually blow dry my hair from wet to dry. And these results are very similar, if not exactly or even better than my results using a round brush and a flex style, my Shark Flex style. So I would definitely recommend purchasing the Airstrait over the flex style or any other blow dryer because it is just one step and it's super simple. It only took me one pass on most sections of my hair, and it took probably less than 30 seconds to go down each section. And if I was to compare this Dyson Airstrait to the Rev Air, I would say it is so much better. With the Rev Air, it took me about 90 seconds on each section to get my hair dry, and it also tangled my hair a whole lot. The Rev Air is also super big and bulky. It is a pain to get out. It's a pain to store. And I kind of wish I had never bought it 7 years ago. I've only used it probably less than 10 times. So I'm probably going to end up selling it so that I can get it out of my space because it's taking up too much space. But if you were to be thinking about purchasing the Rev Air, I would say try this Dyson instead. The prices might be similar. I don't know, I'm not sure how much the Rev Air is going for now. I think about 7 years ago, I got mine refurbished and it was maybe about $300 or $400. So this for $500, and it's so much easier, so much more lightweight, easier to store. I would go with the Airstrait over this. And I'm not sure if the advertisement from Dyson or whoever it was showing somebody with natural black hair use the Airstrait and it doing absolutely nothing. I'm not sure if that was supposed to be funny, but it does actually work on natural black hair. As you can see, my hair was 100% wet straight out of the shower, and I used it on my hair and it got it blow dry straight. So it works for natural black hair and I would recommend it. I usually just wear my hair in the blow dried state. Occasionally, if I'm going somewhere, I might use a flat iron to get it super straight and silky and smooth. But weekly, I'm only just blow drying my hair. So the Airstrait will be used weekly, so I think it's certainly worth the $500. and I cannot wait to use it again and see how much better I can get at using it, because I think I can reduce that time down from 45 minutes to maybe about 25 minutes if I get really good at it. But today was just learning how to use it, so I had to figure it out and go over some sections a few times, but most sections just one time. And these are the results. So I'm super impressed, and I really like it. So I hope I've inspired you to buy the Airstrait over another hairdryer, and I also hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. I will see you next time. Bye.